Good morning, students. Welcome back in your SS class. Student, we have started our sixth chapter of geography, that is manufacturing industry. Already we have completed two parts. In those two parts, first of all, we have seen the importance of manufacturing industry and definition. After that, we have classified the industries. In the previous video, we have discussed agro-based industry, and you can say we are discussing agro-based industry. Now, this video lecture would be the third part of the chapter, right? So, dear student, these points we have concluded, and at last, and you can say in the previous video lecture, we are discussing about some agro-based industry where we have already discussed cotton textile industry. From today's video lecture, we will start our jute industry, right, students? So, let's start jute industry. So first of all, let's study about some facts related to jute industry. Dear student, if we think about jute, India is the largest producer of raw jute and jute goods. Means India is the largest producer of it. Remember the thing. So dear student, so in this way, we can say that India is the largest producer and of raw jute and jute goods. And next thing is it stands second in jute export after Bangladesh. The student, these are some important questions for you. These are some important questions for you, and you must know about it. And sometimes it will be asked in, you can say that in the question paper also. The first jute mill, it was established in Kolkata in 1859 at Rishra. Last video lecture we have discussed about cotton textile mill, and in that video lecture we have discussed that when was the cotton textile mill established and where, right? Now if you think about jute mill, the first jute mill, it was established, and you can say it was set up near Kolkata in 1859, right? And the next one, most important question, which is asked many times in CBSE board exam, that is national jute policy. When this national jute policy, it was, you can say that, started. So it was launched in 2005. It was launched in 2005, and the main focus of this to improve the quality of the Indian jute and to increase the productivity of the jute. This is the most important focus point of this policy. So the national jute policy, it was established and it was launched in 2005, right? Now, next most important question, dear student, near about 80% of the jute industries, they are located in only West Bengal. They are located in only West Bengal. And if we think about only at the bank of the Hooghly River, you can say that. This is the most important factor which you must know about it. Okay. If we think about the usage of the jute, so jute is used in making ropes, bags, carpets, and many other activities. Now, everybody know that the polythene which we used, it is very harmful for the environment. So our Indian government has taken the initiative that jute must be promoted because it is, you can say that, eco-friendly product. So that's why the production of jute, it has been increased, and the promotion of the jute, it has been done, right? So these are the facts which you must know about it. So let's come to the other thing, right? Now, dear student, in the previous slide, we have discussed that maximum jute industries, they are concentrated on the bank of Hooghly River, and you can say in the West Bengal. And near about 80% of the jute mills, they are established in, you can say that, West Bengal. The question is why? The question is why? So first of all, let's cover the same points which we have covered in the last slides, and you can say in the previous video about the cotton textile mill. So let's concentrate on those points. So first point, it would be that availability of raw material. Dear student, raw material means raw jute, it is available in that area. If you think about Ganga plain area, a river is divided into three courses. The first one is upper course, second one is middle course, and the third one is lower course. It means when the river fall into a broad and into a big water body, into a large water body, right? So in this way, we divide a river channel into three parts. If we think about the upper part and if we think about the middle part, it is ideal for the cultivation of the cotton, sorry, for the cultivation of rice and you can say that wheat, right? But if we think about the lower part, if we think about the lower part of a river, it has a fine quality of soil. It is a fine quality of soil, and you can say it has a fine particles. So, dear student, because in the lower part of a river, we have fine particles. That's why it is very ideal for the cultivation of jute. It is very ideal for the cultivation of jute. And if we think about the lower part of our Ganga river, it would be some part of Bihar and Jharkhand and the whole part of West Bengal. It is the lower part of the Ganga river. So it has fine particles of the soil. So that's why jute, it is mostly done there. So raw jute, it is available in a huge quantity in that area. Okay, this would be the first point. Second thing, it transport facilities. If you think about Hooghly River, so it provide a you can say that cheap water transport, so that raw material and the final product can be exchanged from one place to another. Second thing, if we think about the West Bengal, it is well connected by the good network of railways, waterways, and roadways. So if we think about facilities, cheap and cheap and inexpensive transport facilities are available in this area, right? Next one is water supply. Now this maximum, you can say that maximum mills, they are established on the bank of Hooghly River. So there is a huge amount of water for the processing of raw jute and other things are available in that area. So water supply is sufficient, right? Now next point is availability of cheap labor. It would be the most important thing because we require skilled and unskilled labor. If we think about West Bengal, Bihar, Odisha, and Uttar Pradesh, these are most populated states in the India. So if we think about labor supply, so cheap and you can say skilled and unskilled labor, it is easily available in this area, right? Next one is port facility. Kolkata, if you think about, it is the capital of West Bengal. So Kolkata, it provides the port facility, and being an urban area, so that's why it is also provide us the banking facility, insurance facility, and the market facility also. So port is available, so we can export that our jute product into other area also. Okay, so these are the factors due to which the jute industries are located only on the bank of Hooghly, and yeah, you can see that in Kolkata, right? Now think about you can say that points, whatever I have taught you in the first video lecture. These are those points. We have to just concentrate on these points and the answer is complete. We have to focus on these things. And remember one thing, students, you are attempting and you are discussing, you are studying SS, social science. So you have to concentrate on points because we have subjective question paper and we have to attempt a question near about 100 into 100 words, 80 words. So we have to take the benefit of these headings also, right students? So this is the reason why maximum of the jute mill, they are concentrated on the bank of Hooghly. Okay, also this thing is clear. Now let's move to another part. This would be also most important. Dear student, stiff competition in the international market from the synthetic substitute. It would be considered a major challenge for the jute industry because we have a lot of alternatives as a synthetic fibers, and these give us stiff competition at the international market. And second thing, if we think about it, supply from the other countries like Bangladesh, Philippines, Thailand, Brazil, and Egypt. This is also a big challenge for our Indian industry also. These two things, they are considered a great challenge before Indian industry, right? Now, next thing is low output of labor. Means because there are maximum much of the work it is done by the manually. So that's why the output of the labor it is very low. And this is the most important thing, that irregular power supply. Most of the work is done, you can say that by power driven machines also, and there was a great power break. So that's why irregular power supply it is also a very low productivity region of the low productivity also. Internal demand, this would be the most important. Our Indian government has taken the initiative that we must promote jute products. We must, you can say that decreases the use of the plastic things, and you can say polythene things. That's why internal demand it has been increased, and due to this thing, we are not able to export our much of the product from the abroad area. So these are the major challenges which our jute industry faced, right? So these two important questions also are clear to all of you. Here we have discussed first of all some important facts related to jute industry. After that, we have discussed that the maximum jute industries are located in West Bengal. The region, what are the different regions? So we have discussed the different regions. We have concentrated on the factors. Due to this thing, due to those things, the industry is located just only in West Bengal. There are about 80% of the industries of the jute. These are located in West Bengal. After that, we have discussed the challenges which jute industry faced, right? So these are some challenges which jute industries are faced. Dear student, remember the things. Factors responsible for the location of an industry and the challenges. These are the most important question for this chapter. Remember. Okay. So let's start other things. Now, next industry, it would be the sugar industry. Now let's discuss about sugar industry. If we think about sugar, India stands second in the world in sugar production. But if we think about गुड़ और खांडसारी, गुड़ और खांडसारी ये दो प्रोडक्ट हैं हमारे, India stand first at the production of these things. If we think about sugar production, India is at the first rank. India is first rank. Okay. Now, if we think about the sugar mills, they are near about 60% of the sugar mills. They are located in only Uttar Pradesh, only in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, and rest of the part it is located in Bihar, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu. Bihar, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu. Now, dear student, most of the sugar industries these are located. The basic reason is that maximum sugar industries these are located close to the place of the raw material. We will discuss this thing in the later part, that why maximum sugar industries these are located near to the raw material area. It would be the most important question. Okay, reason for the location of the sugar mill close to the field. First of all, if we think about the raw material, its raw material is very bulky raw material. We use sugarcane as a raw material. It is very bulky. Second thing, it is perishable. Perishable, it means nast hone wala. You can say that. It is decline and decreases time to time and day by day. अब ये पढ़ेंगे कि perishable है कैसे. It would be the most important part. One thing, this sugarcane it can't be transported for a long distance. Reason is that it has sucrose content. It has sucrose content, जिसे हम रस कहते हैं. And this sucrose content it dries up very fast. It dries up very fast. This is the most important thing. ये सबसे important part है कि इसका sucrose content जो होता है, जो इसके अंदर रस का amount होता है, it dries up very fast. And whenever we harvest this thing in sugarcane, within 24 hours हमें इसको sugar mill तक पहुंचाना important होता है. The processing would be started within 24 hours. This would be the basic reason कि जितनी भी हमारी सुगर इंडस्ट्रीज हैं वो या सुगर मिल्स हैं, दे आर लोकेटेड नियर द रॉ मटेरियल एरियाज, राइट? सो दिस इज द बेसिक रीजन एंड रिमेंबर द मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट थिंग. ओके, नाउ डियर स्टूडेंट, द मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट थिंग and you can say the most important question arises with this point. We have discussed that near about 60% of sugar industries these are located in Uttar Pradesh, but during these days we have a trend, we have a new trend that these sugar industries Now they are shifting from northern part to southern and western part of the country. From northern part to the southern and western part of the country. This is our new trend. It means if we think about southern part, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, okay, these are the areas. Now we have to understand why this shift is there, why the sugar industries are shifting in these areas. This would be the most important question. If we think about sugar industry, we have most important question is that sugar industries, they are now shifting from northern part towards the southern part. Why? We have to answer the question. Now this would be the most important. So let's discuss why. The first one is higher sucrose content. This would be the most important. That whatever the sugarcane is produced in the southern part, it has high sucrose content than the sugarcane produced in the northern part. मीन्स इसके अंदर रस का अमाउंट ज्यादा होता है, ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात है. Second thing is favorable climatic condition, and this favorable climatic condition, it ensure the crushing season, sorry, long crushing season. मैं आपको थोड़ा सा एक बात बताता हूँ कि हमारे नॉर्थन पार्ट के अंदर आफ्टर दिवाली द क्रशिंग सीजन स्टार्ट्स एंड इन नियर अबाउट इन अप्रैल इट इज फिनिश्ड. तो हमारी अगर मैं शुगर इंडस्ट्री की बात करता हूं, इट इज सीजनल इन नेचर, इट इज सीजनल इन नेचर. ठीक है, केवल एक ही सीजन इसका वर्क करता है. बट इफ वी थिंक अबाउट द साउथर्न पार्ट, in the southern part the crushing season it is long and it is near about 8 to 9 months, 8 to 9 months. So that's why this favorable climatic condition जो हमारा शिफ्ट है वो इसकी वजह से भी हो रहा है. नेक्स्ट थिंग, दिस इंडस्ट्री is successful just only due to the cooperative sectors. जो सुगर मिल्स होती है, these are the cooperative sectors area. Okay, and if we think about the cooperative sector, these cooperative sectors, these are much more successful in the southern part rather than in the northern part. जो cooperative sectors होते हैं वो southern part में ज्यादा successful है, ठीक है, ना कि हमारे northern part में. Okay, next one is higher yield. It would be the most important. If we think about per hectare yield, it is higher in southern part than in the northern part. Than in the northern part of India. Okay, so these are the factors. These are the factors. Due to this thing, our sugar industry, it is shifting from northern part towards to the southern part. Also, this thing is clear, and this would be the most important part. Remember the thing. This would be the most important thing for you. Okay. Now let's discuss about the challenges which our sugar industry are facing. First of all, seasonal in nature. So if the people they are working in these areas, they get work only one season, and even because maximum people, many people, not all, many people, they are working there as a contract base. So due to the nature of the seasonal, people are not able to get work for the whole year. So that's why most of the people who are working in this area, they left without any job and without any money some month of the year also. Second is old and inefficient method of production. Due to this thing, there is a low output of the things. So that's why it is most important problem. Delay in the transport for reaching the sugarcane in the factories. This is the most important, and we have discussed that the sugarcane must be processed within 24 hours after the cultivation. If there is a delay in the transport, it means that the sucrose content it is going to be decreased. So this would be the most important problem. And the next one is need to maximize the use of the byproduct like bagasse. Bagasse, it is like you can say that the byproduct of the sugar. Read this thing. What is bagasse? Right? Try to find out what is bagasse. So there is a great need to maximize the use of the byproduct of it. If we are using it, it means the sugar thing, the product of the sugar cane, and you can say the raw material, it is not available for the industries also. So these are the major challenges which our Indian industry faced, right? So dear student, we have discussed some agro-based industry. Now we will turn towards mineral-based industry, and we will discuss this thing in the later, means in the next video lecture. So dear student, in agro-based industry, first of all, we have studied about the cotton textile mill. Second thing, we have discussed about jute industry. And the third thing, we have discussed about the sugar industry. Dear student, for jute industry, one thing important for you, that Bangladesh is the first producer having the first rank in the production of the jute. But in 2019, and you can say that in 2020, this has been changed. Now India is the largest producer of jute. India is the largest producer of jute. Remember the thing. Before 2019 and you can say 2020, Bangladesh is the largest producer of jute, right? But now India is the largest producer. Remember the thing. Okay, in your books it has been written that Bangladesh is the largest producer. Bangladesh is the largest producer, but now India is the largest producer. Remember the thing. So dear student, the next part, it would be the mineral based industry. We will discuss in the next video lecture. Hope so everything is clear to you. If there is any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, till then, thank you, have a nice day.